Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. We are going to be going over some fractions and mixed numbers. If you know anybody that struggles with this, share this live out to them. Double tap your screens. We got an extra early live today for a Monday. If you're new here, we're going to be doing ASVAB at 1 o'clock Central Time, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll start, but we're going to be going over the ASVAB mathematical knowledge test today at 1 Central Time. All right. It says, which of the following is a unit rate? You got A, B, C, or D? Hey, Care Bear. Happy Monday, love. Hello, hello. So what is a unit fraction, right? That's the number one question. A unit fraction means that you have one on top and you can have any number on the bottom, okay? So by us knowing that, yes, Selena, yes, I do. If you are interested in that, you can find me here. And I got you. Thanks for asking, love. AA said it's C. Okay, so remember, 1 has to be the numerator in order for it to be a unit fraction. So actually, our answer is going to be B this morning. Yep, you're so welcome. So a unit fraction, let me go over it one more time, is where the numerator is 1 and you can have any number in the denominator, okay? So that's how we tell what a unit fraction. Hey, Mr. Bolton. Oh, man, I have been enjoying that beautiful baby girl all summer long. I've been loving your content. I want to wish you good luck. I know school's starting back for some people. I don't know if you're, if it's starting back so soon for you, but I'm sending all the love. Hey, C4. Yes, yes. Looking forward to all that great New Year content. We go back next week. Oh, man. Thank you, C4. I just got here. What's a unit fraction? So a unit fraction is when you have 1 on top and any number in the denominator. That's what a unit fraction is. Yes, hello, C4. Long time no see. I'm glad to see you're doing good. Glad to see you today. All right, let's do number 3. Yeah, you're so welcome. Convert 7/2 to a mixed number. All right, are you guys getting A, B, C, or D? Say B, B. Ransom said B. Shaz said B. Hey, C-Fat. B, B. Oh, everybody getting B. Okay, I got an A. I got some A's sneaking up in there. All right, so I'm going to show you how to change a mixed number without doing long division. And I know some of y'all going to be like, why? Let's just divide it, right? But I want to show you a different way, because when we get into adding mixed numbers, subtracting mixed numbers, this little skill right here will come in handy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out 2's. Okay. So we're pulling out 2/2. So if I pull out a 2/2, how much does that leave me? Well, that's going to leave me 5/2. Okay. Let me pull out another 2/2. So basically what I'm trying to do, you guys, is pull out as many 1s as possible and then see how much does that leave me. So if I have 2, 4, 6, well, I'm 1 away. Does that make sense? I'm 1 away from 7. This helped me? Good. I'm glad. So we can rewrite this as 1 + 1 + 1 + 1/2. Which is 1, 2, 3 and a half. And B is our answer. Great method. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Taking my GED test soon. Glad I found you. Yes. Too cool? Yes. Okay. I'm glad. Not Not understanding. Oh, okay. So this is what I'm trying to explain it. Now, if you're like, can you explain it another way? Yes. The other way that you can do this is the long division. 2 into 7. Okay? Then you ask yourself, how many 2's can go into 7? Well, 3 can. 3 times 2 gets us 6. And then we will subtract. 7 minus 6 gets us 1. Now this remainder is going to be your numerator, and your denominator is the 2 is going to be your denominator. That's the way that I was taught my whole life, is just divide it. But I like this new way that I learned. It's basically what you're doing is just pulling out the denominator so many times, like you're pulling out the ones. So what I mean by this is 2, 4, 6, 7. How do we write 7? We can write 7 this way. My kid teaches me this still, and it's a little hard. Okay. Old way quicker. You know what? The old way is quicker if you're good with multiplication and division. If you are not good, like some of our kids haven't learned their multiplication all the way and it takes some processing time, this way is terrible for them. This way is actually quicker because they had been doing addition and subtraction all the way since kindergarten to 3rd grade. So it just all depends on your journey. Hello, Jacinda. Jacinda, I did not forget about you. I am working on the video. It's just so much. You know, that problem is a lot. So I'm still working on it. I'm gonna get it out today though. All right, let's go to number 5. Convert 13 over 3 to a mixed number. What you guys getting? Hey, Nels. Nah, this is just an early one. We're going to be doing our regular time. A. Good. A. Okay, you guys getting A for this? Should I circle it? I'm going to circle it. All right. Thank you, Danielle. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to do it the new way. So what am I actually pulling out? Put it in the chat. If I do it the new way, what am I writing as a fraction? Put it in the chat if you understand the new way. 3. Good. Arsene. Good. Okay. 3 over 3. Well, how do I know how many 3's to do? Basically, when I add, so 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus another 3 is 9. Plus another 3 is 12. See how 3 gets me 12. I'm 1 away from 13. So I need another 1/3. And then we can, anything divided by itself, you guys, goes to a 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1/3. And then we get 4, like you guys said, and 1/3. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, let's keep it going. Good. Double tap your screens for me, you guys. We are trying to get to 10K likes. I'm so confused. Now, what part? What part, love? Yes, they do have this on the GED, you guys. They also have it heavy on the HESI and TEAS test. Yep, Harmony. Today we're going to be doing, later at around 1 o'clock, we're going to be doing the ASVAB mathematical knowledge test. And then tonight, you guys, we're going to be doing GED algebra practice. Okay. So that's what we have on the schedule for today. This is a little like bonus because this was like a bonus from last week that I didn't get to. So, all right. What is the sum of 1/4 plus 1/4? Put your answers in the chat. Are you getting A, B, C, or D? A. A. Beautiful. Good, you guys. Okay, so remember, our denominators always stays the same. Where our numerators is what we add. So 1 plus 1 gets us 2. Now, some people would have got this, like if you're not using a calculator, right? Then you have to reduce this. Whenever you have an even over even, you guys, you could always divide out by 2, always. And yes, A is our beautiful answer because we're going to get 1 over 2. So beautiful. Okay, let's go to number 4. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jacinda. I will check it out once I get off of here. What time is the GED class? It's at 9 p.m. Central Time. All right, let's go to 4, you guys. Convert 2 3/4 to an improper fraction. Ooh, do we know what an improper fraction means? Thank you for grabbing your heart knee. I see C coming in the chat. Cliff, you not cooked. You here? You about to get it. Alyssa, thank you for grabbing your heart me. See, okay, I'm a circle. Oh, I see D coming in. All right, so let's talk about it. I ain't gonna circle nothing. Let's talk about it. So remember what we did here, right? I said, I want to change this improper fraction. This is an improper fraction, you guys, because your top number, your numerator, is bigger than your denominator. This makes this an improper fraction. Well, they want us to go back to this. So remember how we took out all the 3's? Well, let's do it. Let's go back. Let's work backwards, right? If we have 2 1's, because really this is going to be 1 plus 1 plus 3/4, right? Well, how can we make this 1 into a fraction with the same denominator as this? Put it in the chat if you understand my question. Okay, Alyssa said put it over 1. Carmen, yes, the rich. Carmen, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys are saying put it over 1. You're 100% correct. But remember, we want to be able to add this all together. And when we're adding fractions, we have to have the same denominator. Well, that's why if we just write this as 4 over 4, now we have the same denominator, and now we can get our improper fraction. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 3, well, that's 11. And that way, we don't have to remember if we're multiplying or adding or what we're doing, which way we're going. This way, you can always get to an improper fraction without remembering that shortcut if you don't even remember what I'm talking about. Does that make sense? Yes or no? That's smart. Good. Can you show it another way? Jan, you know I can. I got you, love. Okay. No, you guys saying, somebody said, no, it don't make sense. I know, because it's that new math. Okay. So I'm telling you, your kids if you have kids, they going to be doing it this way. Do not be confusing them with that old school way that I'm about to show you next. All right. The other way that you would have learned this is, you know how they said you take your base, you times it by the whole number, and you add it to the numerator. So what does that mean? We take the 4, we times it by the 2, and we add 3. And we put it all over 4. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, and we can get 11/4 that way. This is the way that most of us were taught. Much easier way, too? You think so, Brownskin Barbie? I feel like this way is so much easier, but, to each his own. Old way wins? All right. Okay. Well, let's see. We got some adding, mixed numbers, and multiplying, dividing. So let's see if you guys keep that same tune. All right, so let's order from least to greatest. Now, how many of us hated this back in the day, right? Ordering these fractions, it was terrible. Especially if you did not know how to find the LCD, right? So ordering from least to greatest. B, C, A. See, we all over the place in these comments. B, C, D, B, A. Yeah, I can't even pick one. We all over the place. So there's multiple ways we can do this, right? Multiple ways. If you're taking the ASVAB, I tell you to memorize these off top. Like you should be able to go to decimal form versus fraction form. So 2/3. Do we know what this is as a decimal? I see A in the chat. It's A. Okay. 0.6666. Yes. 0.67. Perfect. 6 repeating. Good. Do we know what a half is as a decimal? Put it in the chat. What's a half as a decimal? 0.5. Good, you guys. Yes. 0.5. I think of a half as 2/4. So if a half is 2/4, then how much is 3/4? Put it in the chat. How can we write 3/4 as a decimal? 0.75. Beautiful, you guys. Yes. So if we're writing from least to greatest, well, 0.5 is smaller than 0.6. So the half, anything that doesn't have a half first is out. So B and C are out. Now we just gave ourselves a 50-50 chance. Well, 0.5, then 0.6, so 2/3. So A is the correct answer. Lee, thank you for sharing the live. Any questions on this, you guys? Trying to draw it out? That's another great way for visual learners to get it as well. If you can draw these, you'll see it right away. So like, what do I mean by that? If we draw a half versus 2/3, and then if you do 3/4, you can see that a half is smaller than 2/3 and 2/3 is smaller than 3/4. That's for the visual learners. Yep. I like that better. Okay. Love it, Care Bear. How do you get 0.6 repeating? How we get 0.6 repeating is because it's 1/3. Okay, like you can always just divide, you guys. I always teach you to memorize these. Like the third family is like 1/3 is always 0.333. Well, if you have 2 of those, then it just doubles to 0.666. But let me show you. So you're going to ask yourself how many 3s can fit into 20? Because remember, it can't go into 2. So it can go in 6 times and you'll get 18. You'll get another 2, drop down, and it'll just keep on going on and on forever with a whole bunch of 6s. Okay. But that's another way you can do these if you don't have these memorized. Okay. Got it. Good. Thank you for asking. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, we got another order. Now, it says order from greatest to least. And we got mixed numbers here. Are you getting A, B, C, or D? This is just practicing fractions and mixed numbers. It's no grade level. It's just refreshing the skills that you need for fractions and mixed numbers. That's it. I don't know. No worries. A, D, A, C, A. See? You know, it's us as a group. We're all kind of CCCs. I see the C's coming in, and then I see a whole bunch of A's. So we split between A and C. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, we just went over a half. So we said this is going to be 1.5 because a half is 0.5. And then we said 3/4. Okay, so we said 1.75 because 3/4 is 75 cents. Well, what's a fourth? Put it in the chat. 1.25. Let's go, Danielle. See that? Yes. Claw. Let's go, you guys. It's going to be 1.25. Perfect. So we got, hey, Kaden. So we have 1.5, 1.75, and 1.25. This is the fourth family, you guys. If you're taking the ASVAB, you need to have these memorized, okay? And I always change it to like money. 1/4 is a quarter. 2/4, this is really 2/4, 50 cents. 3/4, 75, okay? So now let's see, we're going from greatest. Well, $1.75 is the greatest. So anything that doesn't have 134 can't be it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. A is our only answer. So wonderful. Yeah, that's the way I memorized it as well. I memorized it as money. I tie it to what I use daily, and then it clicks more. So perfect. Nina, I'm glad you understood. I'm glad. All right, let's go to number 9, you guys. Number 9 says 5/6 minus 1/2 is equal to what? Yeah, see, somebody said, I thought it was greatest. I thought it was least to greatest. And that's another thing that people get jacked up on, you guys, is they're so used to starting from smallest to greatest. Sometimes their brain just skips over the directions, and that gets them in trouble too. 1/3, see? Okay, so you said C, C, C. I'm going to circle C because y'all saying it. All right, so let's see how we going to get there, right? So we have 5/6 minus 1/2. Whenever we subtract fractions, we need the LCD. What's our LCD? Put in the chat. What's our LCD? Okay, Care Bear, you agree? 6, 6, 6, 6. Yes. Now let's talk about this. Because remember, these both got to go into this number. So if you tell me 2 here, you're telling me 6 can fit into 2. And no, it cannot. So that's why the least common denominator cannot be 2. Okay, so one way for my people that struggle with this LCD stuff, right? One way you could do it is start listing out the multiples. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Then you start 6 times 1, 6 times 2 is 12. See how they both have 6 in common? That's the first number they have in common. That's how you can get that. All right, perfect. Now that we understand that, if this already got a 6, do I got to do anything to this? Yes or no? Thank you, Amber, for grabbing your heart me. No. Nessie said no. Kaden said no. User said no. Good. Care Bear said no. Kia said no. Good, you guys. So let's just keep it the same. Now, this doesn't have a 6. This is the problem. What do we have to do here then? Good. Times it by 3. Beautiful. Yes, indeed. So 1 times 3 is 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. Perfect. Remember, once we get the same denominator, it stays the same. 5 minus 3 is 2/3. Beautiful. Hello, Dakota. Good. 2. Good, you guys. Now, remember, this is good. Kaden said we got to simplify it. Exactly. Whenever we got even over even, you guys, we have to simplify. Reduce. Good, brown skin Barbie. So we're going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And what does that give us? 1/3. And baby, we doing some math now. Yes. Good. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, 3 1/2 minus 1 3/4. Okay, now all this stuff that we learned, remember how I was telling you to go back and forth? Remember how I was showing you that new method of changing an improper to a mix? Remember I said we're going to take 3/3, 3/3. Thank you, Myra. Thank you, thank you. 3/3. Remember I said that? This is why. Let me explain this one to you. So if we have 3 1/2 minus 1 3/4, well, we have two problems right now, right? Thank you for the roses. First off, we can't subtract these fractions right now because we don't have the same common denominator. So let's handle that first, okay? What's our common denominator? Let me see it in the chat. What's our LCD? 4. Good, Jasmine. Good, Mira. Oh, 4. Good. Yes. It is 4. Now, if you're telling me 2, it's okay. But you got to understand what you're telling me. What you're telling me if you're saying 2 is you're telling me 4 can fit into 2. 4 things cannot fit into 2. 4 is too big to fit into 2. So when we talk about the LCD, we're talking about what can these two things fit into. Gotcha. Okay, good. Okay, I meant to multiply by 2. Perfect. Now that's what we're going to do. 4. We're going to multiply by 2. All right, so let's rewrite it. 1 3/4, and then 3. 2 times 1 is 2/4. Okay. Now, a lot of us want to be like, whoo, yes, we got the same denominator. Let's go. Okay, so 3 minus 2. Problem. You telling me I found the LCD and now I still can't even do the problem? Right? That's the headache in these. Well, let's talk about it. Some people are saying change it to an improper. What I want to do is I want to take away 1. Good, Danielle. Yes, I want to borrow 1 from here. Okay, so if I borrow like you guys are telling me, beautiful. Some of us want to put 1 right here. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. Okay, that doesn't work when you have this. What we're going to do is with the 1 that we borrowed, good 4-star, we're going to make it 4/4. Yes, Danielle. Yes, Nikki. Beautiful. Because the 1 that we have to borrow is really, we're making it into the fraction that can add here. So now we're going to let's clean it up a little bit. We have 2. 2 plus 4 is 6/4 minus 1 3/4. Well, now we're good. 6 minus 3 is 3/4. 2 minus 1 is 1. So if you said B was your answer, good work. Okay, where did I lose you? I know if you've never seen it this way, it can get a little bit confusing, especially if you were taught improper fraction and then do it that way. How did we get the 4/4? Okay, it goes back to this idea. Okay, let's talk about it, because this is, if you were here from the beginning, that's why I said this new method is important to understand. When we want to convert, like when we're changing fractions, right? Let's say we're going to this improper fraction, we want to make it to a mixed number. No, we want to do it this way. This is the one that we want to look at. Remember, we had to change this mixed number to an improper. And I said, well, the 2 can be written as 1 plus 1. And then I said, oh, but whenever we add fractions, we have to have the same denominator. See, what's actually happening here, you guys, is the 1 that you're borrowing. Remember how we said this could be 1, 1? In order for us to add them, we have to have the same denominator. So that's why we write this as 4 over 4. Same thing here. See, what happened was we couldn't take away 2 from 3 because we don't have enough to take away. So when we borrow the 1 from the 3, we make it the 4 over 4 so that we can add it to the fraction. Does that make sense? Got it. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yes? And the more that you practice this way, you guys, the easier this stuff becomes and the quicker you'll get it. Because, okay, let me show you. Okay, so because some people are saying I'm still lost. Okay, no worries. All right, so let's do it the other way that we was taught. Okay, let's do it the other way we was taught because you guys are saying let's do it the other way. Okay, so if we have, real quick, for those who get it, thank you for your patience. We try not to leave anybody behind that really wants to learn, okay? So let's do it the improper fraction way. I'm going to change this to an improper. You guys do this one, okay? So remember we multiplied, then we add. So we're going to do 2 times 3 plus 1 all over 2. So we get 6 plus 1 is 7 over 2. Good, Mrs. Boyd. Yes. Good. What are you guys getting for the other one? Kaden says 7/4. Felicia says 7/4. Danielle says 7/4. Beautiful. Now we have minus 7/4. All right, perfect. Now, remember, we still need that common denominator. So we're still going to have to multiply this by 2 and this by 2. Okay. 2 times 7 gets us 14 over 4 minus 7/4, right? All right. Now let's subtract. 14 minus 7, well, that's 7/4. You see how we're still not at our answer. Oh, BP said, I tell my students it's a backwards to do backwards C. Oh, I love it. Backwards C. When you're changing to an improper. And then on top of this, now we still have to do the long division. Now, in this case, the long division ain't so bad. But when you get mixed numbers that are terrible with huge, like 52, 13, like when you get things like that, you guys, I'm telling you, this method, this way is the longest. So we got, what do we get? 1. And that'll be 4. Then we have 3. Keep this 3 numerator. What you're dividing by goes on top. This is the old way. New way. Let's talk about it. New way. We still had to come up with the common denominator. But we did not have to do any long division. In the new way. We did have to still borrow. We did borrow 1, make it 4 over 4, and then we subtract and we got directly to our answer. Oh, models is good too. Yes, models are good. And you know, see, I was a high school math teacher, so you know, we didn't really do this stuff. So the models usually, like, sometimes when I have to draw the models, they trip me up. I can't draw them. I can't visualize them. But those who can are masters at this fraction stuff. Good, Care Bear. I'm glad you get it. Yes, T. If you are needing help, you guys, especially for this school year, you guys can reach me here. Oh, math19@gmail.com. All right, let's go to the next. What's our answer for number 8? 2/5 plus 1/5. Are we getting A, B, C, or D? Okay, C. C, C, C. C, C. Good. Perfect. They gave us the common denominator. We keep it and we just add the numerators. 2 plus 1 is 3. So beautiful, you guys. Good, good, good. All right. Okay, let's go to number 10. 2 1/3 plus 1 2/3. What do you get? I see C, 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 C. All the C's coming in. Beautiful, you guys. Should we do it? Or is anybody confused? Should we show how? Good, brown skin. Good, Danielle. Avery, good. No, you are not. Okay, please explain. I got you. Okay, so if we have 2 1/3 plus 1 2/3. All right. Our denominator always stays the same. Thank goodness they gave us the same one, right? We love it when they help us out. Now we're going to add 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, do you see how you get this 3 over 3 here? Let's go. Let's keep on continuing. 2 plus 1 is 3. Anything divided by itself always goes to what? Put it in the chat. Anything divided by itself always goes to 1. Yes. Good, you guys. So remember, when these are together, we're saying we have 3 wholes plus a fraction. Well, what we're saying here is we have 3 plus 1. And 3 plus 1 gets us 4. Yes. Good. Okay. Somebody said light work. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. It's 1.4K math baddies up in here doing math. I love it. Can everybody double tap their screen for me? We're trying to get to 50K likes in the next 5 minutes. If everybody doubles the taps, we can get there in no time. Can we get out 50 shares? That helps me get on the For You page and get sent to more people that need this help. So thank you. All right, we going 39. I see us at 40. We 10K away for 50. Thank you, thank you. I see those shares going out. I see those double taps coming in. Thank you, you guys. All right, what about number 12? 2/3 times 3/4. C, C. Okay, Danielle says C. I need this. I love it. Good. C, C, C. Okay, I'm going to circle C. Now let's talk about it, right? Okay, so 2/3. Now, Miss Taylor is always going to tell you to cross cancel if you can. What does cross cancel mean? What that means is I'm looking at, can 3 divide into 3? Remember, this is a division bar, you guys. Whenever you see this fraction bar, that means division. Can 3 divide by 3? Well, yes. 3 goes into 3 one time. Now, what do we ask ourselves here? We have an even over even. Whenever I have an even over even, what can I divide out? Put it in the chat. Good, Kaden. Elijah, Troll, Shonda. Yes, we can divide out a 2. And 2 divided by 2 gets us a 1. 4 divided by 2 gets us a 2. Well, what are we left with? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. We're left with 1/2. The more earlier you start this process with the cross canceling, the easier algebra becomes for the kids. Why do I say that? Because it's one day they're going to reach algebra 2. And algebra 2 has a lot of rational functions. And it's like where you're going to have to do a whole bunch of factoring. Let me see if I have one on here so I can show you guys. Because it does play a heavy... nope, I don't have it. But you're going to be doing this a lot when you get to algebra. Cross-canceling with polynomials, factors, and all that kind of stuff. And it does help. The sooner, the easier they see this, it just makes it better for them in the long run. Yes, you can multiply and then cross cancel, but I just don't like that because it like if you have really huge numbers, then you're canceling out forever, especially if you don't have no calculator. Okay. So let's do 13. 1.5 times 2. All right. Now, how many of you guys gonna tell me to change to an improper? I see it in the chat. Good. Okay. But I'm not. What? I know. Crazy, right? No, I'm not going to do it that way. You know why I'm not going to do it that way? Because I'm going to show you a different way. And I want you to do this new way whenever you're given a mixed number times a whole number only. Well, we're going to distribute. Yep, I said it. 2. So I'm going to write it. I'm just going to write the steps out. 2 times 1 plus 2 times a half. That's what we're doing here. 2 times 1, that gets me 2, plus 2 times a half. What's half of 2? Half of 2 is 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3. And B is our answer. Do we like it or not? Do we like it or not? I get it now. What? I know. So much better, you guys. Somebody said no way. Now I'm confused. Oh, man. Yeah, that's easier. It's so much easier. And it's so much cleaner, better. I didn't even know that we could do this. I always was taught to change it to an improper first and then multiply, get the fraction, and then I was always taught that. But when I'm telling you, teaching really changes your life. You get introduced to so many new different techniques. It's just a blessing. And this is the new way that they're teaching your kids how to do this. It's called the area model. So parents, I'm talking to parents right now, or cousins, anybody that helps their kids, any kids with math work. You might see your kids set it up like this. And so what they're going to do is they're going to draw this, do the area model, and they're going to say 2 times 1 is 2, and then 2 times a half is 1, and then they'll know to add this in the middle and get 3 as the answer. That's the way that they're teaching it these days. But I just say distribute. All right, let me show you the old school way. The old school way, okay? The old school way is you would have had to first change this to an improper. So we would have did times plus 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2. So this would have been 3 halves. Then we would have times by 2, right? Oh, do we do the keep change flip when we multiplying? That's a great question. We only do keep change flip. Keep it, change it, flip it. What? Keep it, change it, flip it. What? Yeah, I know. You have to make the stuff corny. No, we do not. Only when we divide, never when we multiply. So we don't need it in this case. We could put this over 1 though and make it a fraction. You know, I'm always going to tell you to cross cancel. And then you get 3. Boom. I prefer the old way. Yes. It's whatever clicks with your brain, right? There's no one right way. That's why I love math. It's whatever way you can do it the fastest correctly to get there. Yes. All right, let's try this one. Let's try this one here. Okay. Now, on the other paper, 15A, A. I'm getting A's for this in the chat. Now do keep change flip it. Exactly. Yes. Now we got this division, right? Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. Now with this, when we have something like this, you guys, we want to first change this to an improper. All right. So let's do that. How can we change this to improper? We're going to do 4 times 2 plus 1 All over what you're dividing by is 4. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9/4. And we have the divided by 1/2. Now we have fraction divided by fraction. Remember, we got to keep it, change it, flip it. What? Keep it, change it, flip it. What? Keep it, change it. What does that mean, right? Keep, change, flip. And you got to do the song every time you use it. Yes. I love it, Danielle. Angela, Care Bear. Yes. So now we keep this the same. 9/4. We change this to multiply. And we flip this to, how do I flip it, y'all? Elijah said A. 2/1. Good. Yes. Good. Flip it. The denominator becomes the numerator, so we flip. Okay. Flip. All right. Now, you can't just multiply straight across, but I'm going to tell you always to cross simplify if you can. We have an even over even. What are we dividing by always? By 2. 2 divided by 2, that's going to go to a 1. 4 divided by 2 is a 2. And 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. Good. Good, Danielle. And if we have to split $9 between 2 of us, we each going to get 4 1/2. That's right. I want my 50 cents. Don't try to take my 50 cents away. Two into 9. How many 2's go into 9? 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract. Put your remainder on top and what you're dividing by at the bottom. That's how we get it. I understand better when you talk money. Yes. Yes. Hey, Michael. Solve this one the old way. Yep. Yes. All right. All right, let's try this one. Convert 4 2/3 into an improper fraction. How did you get the 9/2? We got the 9/2 by doing 9 times 1 and then 2 times 1 because we cross-canceled here because we had even over even. So whenever you have even over even, you can divide out by 2, top and bottom. Hey, Big Al. I see A's coming in. Okay, perfect. I'm going to write this. I'm going to do this step by step, you guys. First, I'm going to write out 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. I have 4 ones plus 2/3. How do I write these ones as fractions? Put it in the chat. How do we write those ones as fractions? One over 1. 3/3. Yes. Now, the people that are saying 1 over 1, you're 100% correct. But I need to be able to add to this 2/3. Remember, I need the same denominator. Well, the only way I can get that is by putting 3/3 plus 3/3 plus 3/3 plus 3/3 plus 2/3. And then we add. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14. 14/3. Remember, your denominator stays the same. I'm just showing this new way because the more we get comfortable with this, you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a blessing when you're subtracting. You have to borrow that 1. You'll be able to see it right away. Why 3? It's because we need the same common denominator. Oh, 1. This is, so right now it's 1 over 1. But remember, when we add fractions, you have to have the same number on the bottom. So we have to multiply these by 3, top and bottom. So that's why we're writing 3. So if this was 5, you guys, we would be writing 5 over 5 over 5 over 5. If this was 6, We'd be putting 6 over 6 over 6 over 6. Yes, I am. I am over there. Hey, country girl Ashley. I am over there at the same username. Yep. All right. Let's keep it going. We have, oh, let me see if it'll focus in, you guys. Kind of like a little bit blurry, huh? Okay, there it goes. 3/5 divided by 2/3. What method are we using? Put it in the chat. B. Javi said B. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. What? Keep, change, flip it. Keep, change, flip. Yes. 3/5 divided by 2/3. We got to keep it, change it, flip it. What? Keep this 3/5. We're going to change this division to times. And then we're going to flip this. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Some people might call it the reciprocal. All that fancy word means is flip, okay? Reciprocal, yes. So now that we got this, now we got to see if we can cross cancel. Nope, I got odd over odd. I got odd over even. No way. So now we can just multiply. 3 times 3, that's going to get me 9. And 5 times 2 gets me 10. And like you guys said, B is our answer. Yep. Yep, that's it. Good. All right, let's try the next one. Do you have to simplify? We cannot simplify here because we have an odd over an even and they have nothing in common, so we cannot simplify. Okay. All right, number 16. Which of the following is not a unit fraction? Ooh, remember we started with that definition. If you were here from the beginning, we started with what a unit fraction meant and is. CCA 2/3. Good. Yes. C is our answer. C is not a unit fraction because remember, a unit fraction is where you have to have 1 in the numerator. So A, B, and D are all unit fractions. C is not. Yeah, unit fraction is when you have 1 in the numerator. That's what a unit fraction is. Is when you have a 1 in the numerator and you can have anything in the denominator. I already forgot. I know. Ain't it like that though? I'm telling you, if you don't use this stuff, it's going to be out. It's like, oh, you just told me that. But that's how it is. Fractions stress me out. Yep. They used to beat me up left and right. I tell you, I was getting knocked left and right with these fractions, and especially the order. Man. All right, so convert. Okay, I see BB. Okay, I see a whole bunch of B's coming in. Okay. Thank you for the gift. Okay, I'm gonna circle B because all I see is B's. Oh, I do see a couple of C's coming in. All right, so I'm gonna pull out as many 4s as possible. So I'm gonna pull out 4 over 4. 4 over 4. Well, that's 8. I'm 8 away from 11. How many do I have left? Put it in the chat. 3. Yes, Kaden, Carrie, Nikki. Yes, Empress. Yes, we're 3/4 away. And remember, 4 divided by 4 is always a 1. So we could write this as 2 3/4, like you guys said. Perfect. Wonderful. Good. All right. Okay, can everybody double tap their screen for me? We are trying to make it to 100K likes. It's 1.3. Math people up in here working on a hard Monday. I love it. I love it. Can you please explain that again? Yes. Okay, so whenever you want to go from an improper fraction, this is called an improper because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. The top is bigger than the bottom, okay? Whenever you're going from improper to a mix, the denominator is what you're actually pulling out. So if this was a 5, I would do 5 here instead. If this was a 6, I would do 6 here. If this was a 2, I would be doing a whole bunch of 2s. The denominator is what tells you you're pulling out, okay? So here we would have 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then I'm asking myself, well, how far am I away from 8? Because right now I'm at 8, right? So I'm like, how many more do I need to make it to 11? Well, I need 3 more to make it to 11. Because if I do 11 minus 8, that gets me my 3/4 that's left over. Where does the 3 come in at? It comes in from me doing 4 plus 4 is 8. And then I need to find out how much more force do I need to get to 11. And so I really what I'm doing, you guys, is I'm subtracting. Okay. Great questions. Great questions. That's some good question. All right, let's go to 19. Which list is in order from least to greatest? Okay, remember we're going from least to greatest. Thank you. I see we're almost at 100K. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep on those double taps coming in. We're at 98.6K. Oh, somebody talked about a HESI. I did my HESI, and this question was on the test. Lady May. Yes. Tell them I don't be doing this stuff for nothing. I'm telling y'all, everything I do in my life will help you with the GED, HESI, TEAS, ASVAB, all that. Okay, so which list is in order? B, B, B. Good, B. Okay, I see a whole bunch of B's. Okay, I'm going to circle B. Hey, I'm going to circle it, y'all. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay. A half is 0.5. Remember, that's 50 cents. Always a half is 50 cents. 3/4. You have 3/4 means I have 3/4. How much is 3/4? Remember a quarter? If I always forget. I always act like I'm only in the U.S. I know we got some other people that are not in the U.S. sometimes in here. So a quarter in the United States is 25. So when we say 3/4, we're saying 25 3 times. So that's how we get 0.75. Now 5/6. 5/6. What is that as a decimal? Ooh, I don't know my sixes. To be honest, I don't have this one memorized. But what's the way that I would get this? Well, I would divide 6 into 5. 6 goes into 50 8 times. 8 times 6 gets me 48. Subtract. 50 minus 48 is 2, and then drop down that 0. 6 goes into 20 3 times. So I know this right here is going to be 0.83. And then I can see from this is the smallest to greatest. And that's why B is it. Now, there's another way you could do this. Instead of, you don't like going to decimals, you guys, you can come up with the least common denominator. If you're good at finding the least common denominator, I would go that route. Let me just show that real quick. Do we know what the LCD is for this? Yes or no? $12, $12, $6, $12, $12, $12, $2. No? Okay, so let's find that. So we're going to list all the 2s. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. We'll stop there. Now let's do 6. 6. Oh, actually, we don't. Yeah, we got to do 6 too. But 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. I see a 12 right now. I also see a 6. And then we need 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. Do we see how they all have 12 in common? Hey, Janice. Hello, hello. Welcome in. See, so for those who were saying 2 doesn't work because 2 is not in the multiples of 6 or 4. For those who were saying 6 only works for 2, but not for 4 because 4 can't go into 6. And then 8 only work for 2 and 4s, but not 6 because 6 can't go into 8 evenly. So that's why it's 12, you guys. All right, so now that we understand that, well, let's build them up to 12s. So we got 1 12, 3 4s, 5 6. We want to write these as 12. So what I mean by that is, what do I have to multiply 2 by to get it to go to a 12? Put it in the chat. Thank you, lovely, for grabbing your heart me. 6 6 6. Good, you guys. Yes. Whatever I do to the bottom, I gotta do to the top it up. Yes. 6 times 1 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Beautiful. All right. And then we're going to go here. What do we have to multiply here? 3 3. Good. Yes. We have to multiply by 3. So this is going to be 9 12s. And then here we would do 2. And this would be 10 12s. And you see how 6, 9, 10, see how they're from least to greatest? And that's a different way that you can do it if you do not like decimals. But I will only do it this way if I'm quick at knowing my LCD, because you have to be quick, like it's a time test, you know what I mean? Like, so just be aware of that. Okay. All right, you guys. I thought I was going to be able to finish. I am not. I need to go do lunch and all this and get ready for my live at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to take lunch real quick and then I will be back on shortly. We're going to be doing the ASVAB mathematical knowledge test today for all my ASVAB people. We have 25 questions. Percents. So get ready. Pack family. I sent out the worksheets for yesterday. So hopefully everybody got them printed out for today's live and we can work through them and get it done. All right. I got them. Good. Okay. Perfect. All right. Be blessed, you guys. I'll see you guys at 1 p.m. Central Time. Thank you. Bye.